In the Heart of the Word, reflections by Father Joseph Mary, SCTJM, on the daily readings from the Holy Mass. Monday of the 11th week of Ordinary Time, Memorial of St. Romuald, Abbot.
God bless you, dear family. Today in the Heart of the Word, Jesus gives us one of the most demanding teachings in the whole Bible. He tells us, "You have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. I say to you, offer no resistance to one who is evil. When someone strikes you on your right cheek, offer your left. And if anyone wants to sue you over your tunic, hand him your cloak as well. If anyone forces you into service for 1 mile, go with him for 2 miles." Behind Jesus' teachings is the rule of Old Testament justice and Roman law called the lex talionis. That is, the punishment for a crime should be proportional to the crime. A tooth for a tooth, not more, which should be vengeance. Already that teaching puts a limit on the sins of rage and anger that lead to more violence and even war. What does Jesus mean when he says to offer the other cheek, our cloak, or a second mile? He is telling us not to retaliate in the same way we have been injured or offended. If we do the same thing as our aggressors, we will become like them, and we will become the very thing that we hate. However we deal with the world and our problems, we must remember that the one we have on the inside in our hearts is more valuable than any justice we could ever find on the outside. Therefore, not to seek justice through our actions that in the end will lead us to losing God on the inside by those same actions. How are we to deal with violence and injustice? By forgiving our enemies in the name of Christ first, so that our actions are inspired by the wisdom of Christ and the gospel, which will lead us not to seek only proportional punishment, but what is actually going to lead to the salvation of our neighbor, which is the justice of God. Let us listen to these words of Mother Adela. Nothing less than love is truly you, and you need to understand that love is who you are, because God is love, and love should be your life in the most concrete realities of your daily living. All for the heart of Jesus, through the heart of Mary.